Well, today we are going to be on our way to Edinburgh. We're going to be doing a 1 week trip, and we'll get in the car and we'll do that journey to Edinburgh and then onwards to Oslo. Now, our original plan was to go to the Faroe Islands, but they had been suffering a 4-week long strike, which had been impacting supplies of food and fuel onto the island. The island was almost empty of all petrol, and it was completely empty in terms of roadside diesel. And we had decided to cancel our accommodation in advance of cancellation deadlines for accommodation and hire cars. We forfeited our airline tickets, and instead what we are doing now is going on a trip to Norway. So we are going to be doing a city break and a drive in the fjords of Norway. Okay, quick charge up at Edinburgh Newridge and then off to the airport car parking. Right, well that's our supercharging done, so we're up to 67%, so now off to the airport car park. Okay, so here we are, massive airport car park, 125 quid for the week, pretty pricey. Should have probably taken the train down next time. Our tickets to Oslo with Norwegian cost £754 for 2 adults on a return basis, booked with about 5 days in advance notice. We also had a £123.49 charge for parking in the Edinburgh Airport plane parking car park. We couldn't find any better deals than that, and I'm going to have to say you could probably get 2 advance return tickets from Aberdeen to Edinburgh by train for that kind of cost. Nonetheless, we managed to make the journey work, and we found that Edinburgh Airport was characteristically very crowded, especially in security. It was like being moved through like cattle, for want of a better term. And at the other end in Oslo Airport, the passport queue was about 50 minutes long. What I find is that all of the non-Schengen flights, long haul from Thailand, Qatar, Dubai and Turkey, they all arrive at the same time, and it leads to terrible queuing at passport control at Oslo Airport. Right, well, this is our hotel, quite about 8 minutes walk from the National Theatre. Very small, look at it. It's tiny, not even a side table for our tea and coffee. In fact, not even a kettle for our...
We're going to ask if we can get a kettle.
We'll ask for if there's a kettle here, but there's no side table, no kettle. There's a little bit here, a little desk there, and then from my position here, yeah, you're going to have to, it's a bit awkward to see the TV. So this hotel room is perfect for not being in and going out exploring. Well, this is one of the easiest check-ins you need. You just type in the last name of your booking and then not too many other button presses, and you get your key for your room, and that's it. Bish bash bosh. So where are we staying? Just out here, Hotel Verdandi. So we're going to go for a little walkabout and see what there is to see in Oslo. I think we'll head to the coast and do a wander around from there. So we're making our way to the coast. I think just down along here we should have the ferry terminal, or at least the small ferry terminal. Just at the bottom. of an interesting sideshow, shall we say? What do you reckon, Rachel? Yes. But now we are going this way, so onto the coast. We've got the passenger ferries just along here. Some tall ships as well. I'd say most of them are probably sort of, I wouldn't quite call that a ship, that one there, but it's got a triple mast, so I think that counts as a ship. Maybe I'm not too sure actually. This one definitely, the one in the foreground certainly counts as a boat, but the one behind definitely is a ship. You get to see how much boating activity there is in Oslo. You can do electric fjord cruises. 590 kroner on this boat here, or for probably much cheaper you can take a passenger ferry over, which is just beyond this pier here.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at that, shall we?
I think I looked online and you could get on one of those for £30 for 2 hours.
For 2 hours?
Yeah. That's all food. So that's different.
No, the guided sightseeing is 590 NOK.
Yeah, but online, if you go on online, there's also maybe a different.
Okay. Yeah. It looks like a cool catamaran though.
It's like quite plush, doesn't it?
Yeah. Looks like a control tower almost.
He's a bit close to take a picture of him.
Yeah, don't step backwards here. So, let's see what we got here. So we're there. Just looking at this, that's B1 and B2. And those are every 30 minutes up until 9 o'clock in the evening, which is okay. On the hour and half hour, B2 is until 9:15, 45 past. Should we do B1 or B2? So we need to have the Ruter app. Okay. Should we look for the Ruter app then? Okay, so I've got the single ticket here. We can just click on allow there. Click on that. So yeah, we get zone 1, 2 adults. So that's what we've got to figure out. And then here is our boat arriving. And I think these are electric. I think these charging units up here, I think these are plug-in units, this one here. Be interesting to see what the operation is on that. I think this is an electric boat. It's very quiet, so it must be. So now they disembark. Oh, and you can just see them popping in there. So now it's charging up. So that's what it is. It's just a little cantilever plug-in thing. It just drops down from the mushroom onto the ship and it just plugs in like that. I think that's very cool. Yeah. Here's another one coming in. I think that looks a bit more like a passenger ferry as well, a bit bigger. We can't go upstairs.
Oh, it's locked off.
That's a shame. I want to go up that way and have a look at all this. I think we can go up this way actually. Yeah. It's a much nicer ferry than the ones in Lisbon, as you say. I think this is a better way of doing a brief tour than taking that expensive catamaran electric boat. We can take an actual ferry instead. So on this Ruter app, click on travel, and you want to go to a destination. You can zoom in and you see these little locations. So you can then tap a location and it tells you what the next ferry is from where you are. So we're at Akerbrugge and it will arrive at 1848. So then if we scroll out, we've got Zone 1, and that covers pretty much the whole of Oslo Central. And then we've got Zone 2, East, South, West. There's no Zone 2 North. And we've got Zone 3, Zone 4, Zone 5. So if you want a ticket to anywhere within the main Oslo conurbation, that is Zone 1. And if we go to tickets and we go to buy new tickets, if you want to buy a ticket for one adult only, it's 42 kroner. If you want to go to, let's say, any of these ones, it will cost you 97 kroner, for example. So that tells you what you need. So it's quite good in that regard, and I'm quite pleased with that. The one thing I'm not so happy about is the fact that 24-hour tickets can only be bought for one adult. But let's just see what we've got in terms of prices for the whole day. 127 kroner for unlimited travel for the whole day.
That's cool. So you could be on the ferries all day, going all the different. No, you could.
Yep.
If you bought one for.
Yep. Yep. So that's not bad. So that's pretty good, but it's valid from the moment you buy it. We're now traveling, and there's no vibration here.
For din egen sikkerhet følger her en kort sikkerhetsinformasjon. Generalalarm. Signaliseres med 7 korte, etterfulgt av et langt signal med alarmklokkene.
Yeah, it's very quiet.
Ved alarm
I'm quite impressed. I'm very impressed with this.
Ordre fra mannskapet. Ved nødsituasjon må alle ta på redningsvest. Barna først. Påkledning av redningsvest. Ta vesten på som en jakke. Fest klippbelte og stram til. Takk for oppmerksomheten. Vi ønsker deg en hyggelig og behagelig reise.
So there are 5 electric ferries in this fleet. They are all called the Oslofjord, and they go from Oslofjord 1 all the way through to Oslofjord 5. They were ordered in 2020 and deliveries were sustained between 2021 and 2023. I believe all 5 of these ferries are now in operation. They have a carrying capacity of 350 passengers and a service speed of 11 knots. They have a 1017 kilowatt hour battery, and that delivers electricity to the buses at between 700 and 1 kilovolts. They have 2 main propellers. I presume they are both azimuth thrusters, and they will deliver 250 kilowatts of power. It's definitely hosing it down outside. So it's stopped raining now, so we're at Lindøya Vest, and then we've got one more stop before going back to Akerbrugge. And they literally just extend the drawbridge, drop it down, people come on, people go off, and then they retract, and then off they go again. Just like that. Now I don't know what the propulsion is like here. I think they've probably got 2 azimuth thrusters which operate in any direction. So it's a completely symmetric vessel. You can feel a decent acceleration when it's pulling away like that. It's quite impressive. So you've got the usual vibration from the propellers. But there's no charging facilities here. But as you saw, I mean, there were literally docked for about 15 seconds and then off to the next vessel, off to the next port. So we've got still some showers about. It looks a bit wet over downtown Oslo, over here. But there's one more stop before getting back to Akerbrugge. So one little point to make is that when it comes to this ticket here, we've got one more stop to go. If you embark on a stop and you've still got time left on this ticket, then then your ticket is valid. You don't have to wait. You don't have to have a countdown above 0 before disembarkation. It's only when you are actually embarking on the journey. So we've got 30 seconds left. So as you can see, people are embarking, and this drawbridge will be raised very, very soon indeed. There you go. So 20 seconds left. So I've still got a valid journey for the final leg back to the mainland of Norway. So this are the rails which the catenary, the pantograph will touch down on. So it's a DC connection. You can see some pretty heavy earth connections, and then you've got some DC connections on both sides. So these are the bus bars which are used to transmit the power. So it is symmetrical on both sides of the ship. So that's very interesting indeed. So time to disembark.
Please do not stand in the stairways while the vessel is docking.
So yes, must be started before entering, right there. And here we go. Thank you, bye-bye. Oh, it's this way. So, do you prefer that?
Yes, it was very nice.
Or
Peaceful.
would you prefer the 590 kroner
No,
cruise versus the 80? I think it was 84 kroner for both of us versus 590 kroner each for a little cruise.
it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Cheaper one.
Absolutely. Right, I think that's it as far as the little ferry review is concerned. I quite like electric modes of travel. I think they're quite fascinating. Time to do the rest of the Norway tour. Well, that's it for this video. It's just an introductory video to our holidays. There was a lot of ferry enthusiasm for the electric propulsion methods that we have over in Norway. And Norway is indeed very enthusiastic when it comes to electrification of transportation. In my next video, we are going to be looking at other sites in Oslo, and we are also going to be doing a drive to the western fjords of Norway, around Oslofjord and Hardanger Fjord, and we're also going to be doing a little bit of mountain walking as well. So stay tuned for that. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you again very soon.